If you follow the code and the conformity assessment process,
It's the gold standard, a proven process that's based upon independent assessment.
So I believe it gives the company a competitive edge.
they know that they're producing a safe and reliable product.
The history of ASME really stemmed from a need for safety. There was a group of engineers that came together and they developed some rules for construction of boilers.
It was developed at the request of regulatory agencies to get some uniformity and to build a safe product.
Up to that point, there were no unified standards.
Those engineers basically said, follow our rules, use our inspectors during construction, and perform regular inspections while these boilers are in service. We want to design correctly, fabricated correctly, tested correctly, and they were successful.
The ASME code and the conformity assessment process is truly unique. It takes all the elements of the conformity assessment process.
It promotes and improves the level of qualities and the level of safety.
Conformity assessment program that ASME has developed is a method of evaluating an organization's ability to comply with the applicable code or standard to determine and assess that they're following that program. So make a note that the maximum working pressure is 105.
A company without a quality program is not so reliable as a company that have a quality program verified and approved and certified by ASME.
You have organizations out there that now say that they will build an object or a vessel to ASME code. To me, that means absolutely nothing. Do you have a quality program in place? Do you have third-party oversight? I think conformity assessment distinguishes ASME apart from any other internationally accepted construction code.
Companies who do self-declaration of quality may find that they have unwittingly introduced errors into the program.
All the pieces that go into conformity assessment, the design, the materials, the fabrication processes, the examination requirements, the testing requirements, and the administrative requirements that have to be followed, there has to be responsibility and accountability of all the personnel involved.
There are many advantages to having a conformity assessment program for a global company. And you work by a set of rules that your clients and your customers and the regulators know what to expect and know what to hold you accountable for.
An authorized inspection agency acts as the third-party governing body for the conformity assessment process.
First thing they need to do is they need to prepare a quality program governing everything. And then once the quality program has been developed in a written format, then the implementation of that program is verified.
So it's a third set of eyes actually coming in every 3 years and taking a good look at your quality program, offering methods to improve it, helping you keep current as the codes evolve.
When the assessment team came in, verifying certain aspects of the quality assurance program, it was very rigorous. They were very detailed in order to make sure that you're capturing all those ASME requirements.
The ASME code requires that in every instance that pressure equipment is produced and certified, whether it's a pressure vessel or a boiler, that the authorized inspector has to witness the hydrostatic test of the vessel.
Why should everything in a supply chain be stamped? I kind of would relate it to going and buying a secondhand part to put on a couple $100,000 sports car. You won't want to do that. You're not going to have the same car.
There's nothing stronger than a team of subject matter experts really assessing whether you are complying with the code. They are totally independent. I believe it's the gold standard, a proven process that's based upon independent assessment, and that is hard to replicate.
One of the key benefits for ASME certification is that nearly all countries accept the ASME code as evidence that the equipment being installed in their country is safe. And in many instances, they don't require anything other than the ASME mark.
We live in a global market today, and ASME's conformity assessment and certification requirements is recognized and is accepted globally.
If you think about what the company is looking for, it's profitability. So they want to look to their customers to make sure that customers are satisfied. If they use and follow the conformity aspects of the codes, then they're going to keep that customer happy.
I think quality and safety go hand in hand.
Conformity assessment is important to me because it has to do with uniformity. So I know if there's a boiler or pressure vessel built anywhere in the world and it has the ASME mark on it, I have confidence that, it was built in compliance with the code.
Seeing the ASME certification in the global marketplace will essentially open the door for you.
The ASME brand is well known worldwide.
We recently had a project where a boiler was being constructed for use in Astoria, Queens. And that boiler was being assembled in Mexico with parts that had been fabricated in Malaysia, Indonesia, and China. And the assembler of the vessel was actually from Ecuador. But all of these companies had ASME certificates of authorization. If the ASME mark is on equipment, when it enters into customs officials recognize that and they sign that equipment off so it can be shipped and installed.
Why should a company become certified? Well, they know that their product will be accepted throughout the world, so it makes it more marketable. They know that they're producing a safe and reliable product.
Anybody can self-declare, but unless you have the ASME mark, it's really not an ASME component.
So I believe it gives the company a competitive edge.
The stamp is really that assurance of quality and safety together.